Hey guys, welcome to this Critical Mass Wizard build tutorial that I'm putting on. My name is Zul'jin, and I'd like to show y'all a few of the skills that I'm using to help you really work this build out. My left click skill, I'm using Spectral Blade with the Deep Cuts rune. This gives me the best chance to crit, which this build is based on, along with Energy Twister for passive crits. The Wicked Wind rune puts your whirlwinds in place and they stay there, which that's exactly what you want because it's a melee based build. Explosive Blast is going to give you passive damage while standing still. Diamond Skin is going to help to mitigate damage, and you'll have that constantly up with your refresh rates that you're going to get from Critical Mass. Frost Nova for both damage mitigation and the enhancement on damage for frozen or chilled enemies. Energy Armor is going to give you your resistances and a little bit more damage mitigation. For passive skills, it's kind of up in the air. Critical Mass is really the only thing that you're going to absolutely need. I think Arcane Dynamo is great with the Spectral Blade combo, and Astral Presence is what I'm using for a little bit more mana and mana regeneration, or arcane power, if you will. Just like all good builds, guys, you're going to need equipment to really make this build tick. The two things you need to go for are critical hit chance, which I have it maxed at 25%, and life on hit, which I'm using at 748. Everything else is kind of up in the air. Natural intelligence, vitality, and anything that mitigates damage, like resist all, will definitely help. Some of the items that I'd like to point out are my helm. I'm using increased critical hit chance of Explosive Blast by 5%, like the critical hit chance 3.5 on here. I have critical hit chance on everything that I could get it on. My weapon, I'm using a two-hander with critical hit chance and a little bit of life on hit, as well as some converted life. For my legendary gloves, I'm using a crit hit chance, which is huge for the legendary gloves. Gladiator gauntlets. This build cost me right at 600 to 700k, somewhere in there, so really not too hard to get. I'm just gonna scope over some of the items for you guys to see. You can pause the video when you need. Well guys, that's gonna wrap it up for today's wizard build tutorial. I hope y'all enjoyed the build. If you'd like, check the description below for the details on the build and a link to where you can see the actual skills. And knowing that there's a lot of different variations to this build, please guys, if y'all have any suggestions or improvements that you can add to the build, let me know in the comments. And thank y'all for watching. This is Zul'jin signing off, and have a good one.
Bye.